you do with the fact that you can put so much time into a campaign plan just for it to fizzle out after like 4 or 5 sessions? I have a solution, but it's a bit dramatic, Herman. My solution is I try not to plan anything that's more than a week out. Even for bigger campaign stuff, I'll maybe jot down ideas in an outline, or even better, I'll just let them be in my head. I'll just let them be exciting ideas that I think about for where things could go. And I'll drop hints of those things. But my campaigns are very player and character driven, so I don't like to have a bunch of stuff planned out without knowing that they're kind of heading that direction. So when I start a new campaign, I have a lot of exciting ideas, and I obviously probably, I jot some stuff down. But in terms of what's actually prepared, I focus entirely on that first session. Or for me, I start with prologue sessions before the campaign. So I do solo sessions with each player. So that's what I'm thinking about first, and then how that leads into the first session and really the first little adventure that they go on. And once that first little adventure's done, okay, now I'm in a much better position to prepare than I was before, because a lot of my good ideas have been used in these first few times playing together. And then as I look at, okay, well, what are the next options, I can sort of keep in mind the players and how it went and say, okay, well, they really seem to grab onto these hooks, so I'm going to put some stuff on the quest board related to that. That NPC they really were drawn to, so I'm going to make sure there's something associated with that. And really the only thing I ask of my players when I give them all these options to do different things, go different directions in the world, is that they have to tell me at the end of a session what they're planning to do the next session. That way I can plan. So most of my planning happens 1 week at a time. Oh yeah, those bricks are all channel supporters, and every month they get magnets and painted and textured, and so some, like on the right, are brand new, and some on the left have been here for months. And Gibson, it helps to have an end user or customer you focus on. It's easy to want to make endless stuff. The harsh reality is 99% of it will end up on your... Yeah, that's why I say it really depends on what your goal is. What's the... Of course. Don't even worry about it, Cass. It's just there for anybody that wants to. And honestly, until I have other things that I'm putting out there and selling in this community or in this hobby, the brick is really just a fun gimmick to say, well, here's a way to sort of be on the table, right? Don't even feel pressured. That's what that is. But yeah, like I said, Gibson, my advice generally is, if your goal is to get something done, it's a totally different set of advice than if your goal is to like make stuff, like to be creative, to be making things. I think there's an argument to be made that like an hour spent making something, even if it doesn't get finished, is still valuable, right? What's that story about that the artist who would, I don't even know if it's like a true story because I don't know the names, but I just remember hearing a story about somebody like going out into the woods in a cabin, and in the morning they paint something amazing, and at night they set it on fire, right? To some extent, the question is there still value in that creative effort to make something and then destroy it? Or in our case, to make something that doesn't get done in time for a game, Is he super... I love my messy cardboard map. I don't imagine how much I love seeing handcrafted photos. Oh, that's awesome, Izzy. Heck yeah, you're in the right place. I should also drop for you guys the... there is a Discord. A lot of these folks that you'll see in the chat and myself, that's where we hang out when not on stream. Oh, thanks, Cass. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I've made a bunch of videos lately. I've been sort of focused on this one-shot stuff and streaming, but definitely be making more videos again soon. Herman, record a campaign. Love to see how you do things. Yeah, probably not a campaign, but certainly some sessions and encounters and stuff like that. I'll definitely be posting things like that.